6'8", 6'9". Like, come on.
Yo.
All right. So Kid Austin is in the building. We ready to have Kid Austin here from Texas, baby.
Texas.
Yeah, and I think his father is with him. This is a father-son dynamic that I love father-son teams.
We just talked about fathers and
Mr.
sons.
Floyd Schofield is in the house with his son, and it's 3 generations of boxers. Yeah, like this is an upcoming dynasty. Is this 3rd generation gonna be the one that makes it fully in boxing? Let's bring both of them in so we can ask these questions and more.
Let's do it.
Kid Austin and Mr. Floyd Schofield.
How you doing?
Here.
Fellas,
Hi.
fellas. What's up, y'all?
Nice to meet y'all.
Chilling.
What's up, guys? I'm like really excited to finally get to meet you guys. I've been seeing you really working hard on the social media. I've been seeing you doing your videos, your sparring, very fast, very quick hands. I love that. For sure. And then, of course, I love a good knockout. So I'm sold on you already. So, I mean, tell me, what don't I know about your skills?
There's a lot. I haven't done in the ring yet. You want to answer that?
No, I ain't answering it for you. She asked you. You figure that one out.
I know that's right, Senior.
It's a lot to come.
Well, it's very impressive for sure. I mean, you guys have an extraordinary story. I'm excited about it. But before we even get into that, I want to know from Senior, what is it that you like the best of all his attributes? What's your favorite attribute of your son?
I don't really have a favorite because I know he's the greatest boxer of all time. I got to see him develop. I watched him since he grew up in the gym. At 2 years old, he was in a playpen in the gym, and I was a boxing coach. So his whole life is boxing. And then I homeschooled him. He studied boxing. All he knows is boxing. So I think the world is going to see something extraordinary because what y'all see now, he don't even have a full brain. Science say the frontal cortex not developed to 24. So y'all haven't seen nothing yet. And he haven't even started fighting. That's the weird part. The stuff y'all see is still warm-ups to him. Except for one fight, he went 6 rounds. That's the only one out. That was a bit of a fight, but y'all gonna see some stuff. A lot of attributes. So I don't know. He fight in both stances. He know all 5 styles of boxing. He know all the defenses. So and he can adjust. So if they could adjust, like if you look at one of his fights, his last fight, he got hit twice with a left hand. After that kid didn't land the left again. So he adjusts right on the fly better than Floyd Mayweather. It's hard to hit him, and he got power in both hands. So
what he's trying to say is he can't pick.
Right.
I just thought he was trying to dodge my question.
So I would say his IQ, his boxing IQ, is amazing in that range.
Okay, I kind of like that. I like that answer.
Okay, I want to know who's your favorite fighter.
Me?
Yeah.
You kid.
Sugar Ray Robinson and Willie Pep.
Oh man.
Oh, Willie Pep.
Oh, you picked 2 greats, Willie Pep, Sugar Ray Robinson. Wow,
yeah.
You've been really looking at them tapes.
You know how many boxers, right? I was about to say, you know how many young prospects, they don't have no clue, either one of these boxers. Like, they never seen them, even like on all the video that's out here.
And they don't, the younger fighters, they don't know the tricks that's in some of the gyms. I ain't going to tell them where that's there, that boxing haven't seen yet. Like Floyd Philly Shell, they didn't know that it started way back with Georgie Benton and stuff like that. And if they looked at him back then, they'll see how to beat Floyd, how he got beat, Georgie Benton. And all they had to do was mimic that style against that style. Every style has a counter style. So y'all gonna see some real boxing. We want to fight the best though. I gotta tell y'all. We already went in the ring and been sparring partners getting the champions ready for their fights. From Shakur, Devin, and there were Adrian Broner, Robert Easton. So he already has a pedigree of working with the champions. And he's a challenge for them. You can ask any one of them, including Devin. We challenged Devin to a fight for $1 million, a 6-round exhibition. He hurt Devin in the 2nd round, buckled Devin as an amateur. He didn't even have a pro fight. Devin already had the title. So they all know
Wow.
he's special.
Devin wasn't particularly like he wasn't sparring, trying out one specific move or one specific punch or anything. Like this was a real deal sparring session. You telling me?
Right. No, and what happened is usually because he's the rookie, he was just about to turn pro. Like I told Devin Haney thing since it's already out there because we usually don't tell Spawn, but me and Bill got into something, so it's all online. So we landed out there. We went to help them in camp. We fresh off the plane. We don't even get time for our body to adjust. We go to the gym to say hi to them. They throw us in the ring with them. So they turn up the heat and they turn it 5 minutes rounds. So you know the air there in Vegas is a lot thinner than in Texas. So it's hard to breathe, period. So it's like, all right, cool. You know, Floyd is Floyd. He want to get in the ring. Devin couldn't touch Floyd at all. And so second round, Floyd caught Devin, buckled Devin. So Devin started fighting unfair, started hitting low, below the belt. And so I tell Floyd, get out. I'm like, get out the ring. You don't got to stay in there with Devin. So Floyd like, nah, I'm going to stay in here. So Floyd stayed in there and still banged with him now. Mind you, Floyd was supposed to do 2 rounds with Devin. Devin made him stay in that 3rd round, and Floyd still, Devin couldn't do nothing. And Devin know that he don't, and this is a bigger Floyd now. He getting some of his man body now, and he got 7 pro fights, 6 knockouts. So and Devin know he don't want to take those punches.
I mean, you're not holding anything back, Senior. I'm really impressed that you know, that's why father-son teams are such a great dynamic. Right. But you know what? I want to know, Kid Austin, do you kind of like, you know, you got like a little snappiness about you too? Like, can you know, fire off some words when you need to?
No, I'll usually let my hands do the talking because my dad raised me like, you talking with your mouth, it ain't gonna get you nowhere. So I usually just handle my business in the ring, and if they still want to be disrespectful after the fight, that's them. I'm always stay humble and, you know, be nice.
Kid, I know y'all in Texas right now. Where y'all originally from?
I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York.
I know I heard that accent.
One thing before we moved there. Me talking about Devin isn't any shade on him.
Man.
Because no, it's not. I really believe Devin is talented, but I just know Devin know that he can't beat Floyd. And I believe all the champions out there talented. And Floyd want to be the greatest. Floyd gonna be the greatest boxer of all time. He is it. He already been manifesting it. So he got to fight the greatest fighters. So this is a competitive market. We all gladiators, warriors, and we want to fight the best. We know we can beat them. And so it's not shade on anybody against their talent. Devin is a great fighter. Just I believe we got the keys to beat Devin and beat everybody. I believe the challenging fight is going to be Tank. And that's the only one I would tell Floyd to wait 1.5 years to get more of his man strength to have a fair fight against Tank, because Tank got a lot of power. But we would still beat the shit out of Tank. I'm just saying, I'm from Brooklyn.
You know, he's so entertaining. Like really, you know, all these years like that you guys have been, you know, going through this training process and coming up the ranks and doing sparring with people like, you know, Devin Haney. Who else have you guys done also, by the way?
Shakur, Robert Easton Jr.
Move your hands so they can
that's all I remember.
Shakur, Robert Easton, and a bunch of other ones, but these was younger. These are all recent. The
right.
His name was, we was in camp with Devin and Tank. And Adrian Broner, Tank, and Robert Easton. We was all there in camp with them, working with them, all sparring and stuff like that. And then we went into get Devin ready for the Gamboa fight and stuff like that. And his thing. And then who else camp we went in? We went in somebody else camp. Then we
I don't know.
All right, anyway, but he been in the ring with mostly all of them. And we about to go in camp with it's not confirmed fully yet, but it's from us to go help Jojo Diaz get ready for his fight. So we about to go in camp to help them. So we used to fight in the champion.
He coming here.
He's coming here to Davies Entertainment.
Okay.
Is he gonna fight Ryan Garcia?
Yeah. So we're gonna get him ready because we could fight Southpaw, and Floyd got speed like that with the hook. So we're gonna prepare him where that hook don't do nothing.
Wow.
All right. But what weight class are you actually fighting right now?
130 pounds.
130 featherweight?
Lightweight.
Oh, did you say 135 or 130?
130.
Okay, so it's featherweight,
Man.
super featherweight.
So a lot of heat down there.
That is a lot of heat down there.
Heat.
I mean,
it ain't a lot of heat down here. Trust me, it's not a lot of heat. They running. They jumping out of that bucket. Watch how many people move up. Watch how many people move up or move down or move around. I'm telling you, they know.
They know.
I have to agree with you on that. They do, like, as soon as someone gets to like right now, it's like Shakur. When he goes up to super featherweight, then all of them kind of like they already kind of moved up.
They move, they scatter. It's a money.
Yeah, lightweight, and then T.O. he's talking about going all the way to welterweights. You got Javante. He actually fought at what was his last fight? 140.
Shakur about to move up to 135. He already said it. Because he's not going to hold 130 too much longer. So he's getting in the mix with all of them up there. Because once T.O. let them belts go, they for grabs. All of them is doing that. We down at 130, just slaughtering all our competition, getting all the belts, and then we'll move up and be undisputed there too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I love to see that.
It's gonna happen.
I'm okay. I believe you, man. I believe you. So, okay, tell us about. I saw some footage of you guys on a local news channel there in Texas, and they were talking about how you guys, struggled with living circumstances and things like that back in the day. I wanted to first ask Kid Austin, how do you think that helped shape you and mold you into what you are today?
See, that's the thing. Like, I don't really remember because, my dad, he never let me really see that side. Like, he made everything seem okay when it really wasn't. So,
Pops,
I can't.
Do it, Pops.
I can't really speak on that, but I know what he had to go through. So, it just makes me push harder because the stories that he tell me, I don't want him nor me to go back to that. So.
Wow, that is kind of amazing. Like, I don't know, like you must the magician senior, you done made it like he don't even realize. And I kind of know what he means. I kind of know what he like. It's just like when you're in your household. Like, I was raised with my grandparents, but it's like they didn't let you know anything. Like, you didn't know that you were like supposed to be poor or something like that till some kid out of the way said something to you. When you're at school or something, and you're like, "Oh, I'm poor." Like, it's not like you just don't even realize if you have a great parent that knows how to do things. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah, he was homeschooled, so he wasn't around people to tell him nothing about being poor. And then every weekend he traveled with USA Boxing. Like, he got over 200 amateur fights. So he never was in the hood to stay home. And then we ended up moving to the suburbs and things like that, and still kept boxing. So he never got a chance to experience any
that school bullying. That's what it is. Want you to feel bad, They got to try to pick something out as a flaw. Like, if they can't find anything other than the fact that your family is, poor, I'm like, hey, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah,
Pops, I want to know, as far as your background, did you do any amateur or pro boxing yourself?
Yes. My father was a boxer. I started boxing, but before I could turn pro, I got in trouble. And so God did some time, like most dads that come from those type of areas. And came out, and I couldn't get a license to be a pro boxer no more with that type of felony. And I ended up becoming a coach. My dad showed me how to become a coach. And I learned from a very young age the sweet science of boxing.
Oh, okay. Pops, you look like you're in tremendous shape, man, from looking at you.
Not just trying to keep up with him,
You know with him?
He's strong.
I mean, you were awake. You had him on the couch sleeping. I saw that video where you Kid Austin is trying to sleep, and he done videoed him. I'm like, yeah. So it seems like he might be trying to keep up with you.
Yeah, because he got like 80,000 followers on Instagram. So he has to get him something. So some of them don't realize he trained 3 times a day, every day. So like the sacrifice he making, how he got to eat. So we're just showing him, that sometimes he got to rest too. Because some of them be messaging all day. He don't get a moment. because he tries to answer everybody's message.
Y'all see these bags? These are not usually here.
Oh my goodness.
Kid, have y'all did any work with Montana Love, the other young cat coming up?
No, I seen him though. We was on the same card in Atlanta. I remember him because he was the only dude that came in with like 10 chains on and a furry outfit.
Furry outfit.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you know how
in Atlanta. Okay.
You remember when Nick was sparring? They was talking like trash.
Yeah.
That's who he is.
Okay.
Okay.
Now tell me, in the amateurs, who else did you run across? Because I know a lot of these paths continue to cross in the amateurs, and then both fighters end up huge before they meet again. So like, who's your nemesis? Everybody got like one.
We don't got no nemesis. Let me clear that one out.
Especially not for my generation of amateurs.
Right. And one thing I can say to y'all, ask anybody that was in the amateurs with him, it's the same Floyd they fought. And a lot of them couldn't beat Floyd in the amateurs before he developed his power. Ask them if it's the same guy and would they get in the ring with him now.
Yeah, anybody got to win against me. I want that.
But the guy that signed to Mayweather, what's his name? Khan.
Dorian
Khan beat us in the national.
Oh, Dorian.
So I hope they boost his ass up to come fight us as a pro. Because we got disqualified by the ref in his hometown. So a lot of times when we lost in the amateurs, it was some bullshit. It was crazy. There was politics in there. So I want to see everybody who think they beat us in the amateurs, please meet us in the ring. We need some opponents.
Yeah, because I think me and him were probably be the top ones in the pros from our generation. Right. I can't see anybody else, but
nah. I think Rashid Jefferson. If he no, you can't get upset.
He's like, don't mention his name.
No, he got boxing skills. I pick on this kid a lot, but I believe that he could do something. And there's other ones that's in your generation.
My guy, Haven Brady.
Yeah. Haven Brady right now with top rank. He doing his thing. He's going to be the champion at 126. Y'all got to tune into him. There's a lot more because he grew up with these guys. So he probably got 100 friends that's in boxing right now. So
yes.
All of y'all, we love all of y'all.
I mean, but definitely Adrian, that sounds like a good, come up. And who was the second person you said? I forgot the name.
No, Haven.
Khan.
Khan, yeah, Khan is. Yeah, Khan. I said boxing skill. He got boxing skill, but I think Floyd. Let me tell y'all this. I ain't gonna tell y'all what happened, but Floyd got to a point. His brother got. Yeah, I tell him. His brother got murdered, got shot 5 times. Wow. And so, and this was like 3 years ago. After that, he had a turning point, like he don't play with this. It's life or death in there, and he's going in there to hurt you and get out of that ring because he's his other brother that he got to help take care of. So it's like a whole different monster. And I think these guys are still lightly touching and trying to break out of the amateur things.
Yes.
Wanting knocking people out.
Yes. Well, we like Jaleel. I think Jaleel Hackett probably was. You probably seen him.
Jaleel is his friend. They actually text. So how did you not include Jaleel?
I didn't even really grow up with Jaleel because he was younger than me.
And he's younger than you.
Yeah, he was always.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we never really crossed paths, especially because he's from DC.
Yeah, DC.
But we talk online. Yeah, I can see Jaleel. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a good. He's gonna have a great career. The only thing with Jaleel is he had that growth spurt. So now he's like he done had to his pro fight was at 147. Like I was like, wow.
He did get bigger through his kids.
But I think Jaleel, they should let him get a little bigger. I think he got enough skills, power, and I think he may perform. But I'm not his coach. Only his coach knows best, but I think he will perform a little better, a little heavier, because he be going down there. He work hard. I said, Lord have mercy, get that boy some water and food.
Wow.
I think they should try him at 154 and see, because it's a big market there too for him.
Yeah, I think you're the only other guy my age that's really in there throwing punches.
Yeah, throwing that real love. That's what I call it, throwing that real love. I mean, I thought that your power was extremely well just from what I've seen. I mean, where do you think you would rank your power as far as, versus some of the other known boxers with power.
Can you repeat that? You broke up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I was saying, who do you think your power is comparable to that's already out right now? You know, like as far as boxers that's known for their power.
You better say the right one too.
No, she said as of right now.
No, she said that is out. Oh, you mean out now, like on?
Yeah, like it's boxing now that's known for their power.
I'm saying that you like a little one of that's everybody compare you to.
I get a lot of Errol Spence.
Errol Spence. That's what a lot of people say. Yo, you was like a little Errol Spence.
I mean, I don't think there's no wrong answer when it comes to power, though. But Errol Spence is like, you know, that's like an amazing one. To, you know, that's a huge compliment to me.
I would say if you put Wilder, Tank, Canelo, and Golovkin into one.
That's what I was gonna say.
For 130
I was gonna mix it up almost like that. But let me tell y'all, and I got witnesses. We could call up some people if you need. I would have grown men, the heavyweights, put on a body shield because I couldn't believe how hard he was hitting even at 9. And then
at 9,
at 9, I had to get him a hand therapist so he could work out his hands so he don't break his hands. He don't even throw it 100% because his hands is still growing, and he hit hard. He hit totally hard. He don't sit. If you look at him punch, sometimes he don't sit on all his punches. He'll just throw the punches, but he'll sit on some when he want to knock him out. He don't even throw hard every punch.
Hey, Floyd, what's your favorite punch to throw? You got a favorite?
I want to hear that one.
Oh, either my left hook, because my left hook is dangerous.
Ooh.
Or
left to the body or head?
To the
anything.
head.
Anything he hit.
Anywhere land, huh? Anywhere land.
And then my straight right, but I like my straight right to be more calculated. I don't like to rush it. I like to time my straight right. But yeah, those two. And the jab, of course. The jab.
You're gonna name all of them, so you might as well hold on after he gets done.
I was gonna ask what was your favorite combination, but we'll keep that secret. You guys can text me later and tell me. I don't want to give away your secret weapon.
You don't have a secret weapon. The thing in boxing is to find out their weapon, and you take away their weapon and exploit their weaknesses. That's the whole thing of boxing. It's a chess match. So he can knock them out any way they want to go at it. He's gonna knock them out because it's about playing chess with the feet and everything else. Boxing, it's an art to boxing, but people lost it. They all started following Floyd Mayweather and things, so they don't even know that it's in the feet. And I gave y'all that little bit, but y'all won't even catch up to us. So
we're gonna have to take a visit to y'all gym and see what's up in that clinic.
Yes.
Nice.
We got a nice complex here. At our gym, we got the gym. We got 2 gyms, one for the professional side. We have an apartment here at the gym. That's where we have to do our camps. We have the event center, so straight up from our house, we could go do our way in, go right into the stadium, perform, and come right back and go home. So we are one-stop shop. So we don't have to go to no network, no nothing. Everything we control with our partner Davies. So y'all gonna see some amazing things because nobody can stop us.
Hey, when is your next fight, Floyd?
Next Friday.
Oh, next Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't wait right now. He's fighting for the WBC's NABF title.
Okay, that's nice.
And that's on the second fight. After that, we going for a continental or something. And people say I'm moving him fast. How is fast? He's been doing it since 2, competing since 8. I mean, this is what he do.
Wow.
And most of these guys are grown men. We don't fight kids. They be 24, 25, 30, you know.
Well, speaking of power, remember we were doing our recap on the Wilder Fury fight, and we got around to that topic on bullying, and I wanted to hear from, Kid Austin and Floyd Sr. exactly what you guys think about, like, when is enough? How much weight is it? What boundary level do you have? Is it the night of the fight? Is it 10 pounds is good? 20 pounds is all right? I mean, to me, 40 pounds is a lot of difference, even at heavyweight.
This isn't the weight. The way now we ain't gonna use that excuse, y'all.
Says the man that was gone for a while.
Hold up. No. So
I went for the power, which is what you say you have.
Henry Armstrong.
So I went for the power.
Let me tell you how this. Henry Armstrong held belts in 3 different divisions simultaneously, moving up and down with a lot of power. So size don't mean anything. The thing that, and I was going for Wilder. I was hoping he did it, but in my coach opinion, Wilder should have hired not a better coach, because I can't say nothing is bad against that guy. But I think for that level of fight, his strategist, because that's all the coach is on the outside is the strategist. His strategist should have been better so he could make the adjustments. Because there's adjustments he could have made that he could have finished off Fury. But it's like, why his coach isn't telling him to do it? Because his coach don't know. So I think that's where he made the biggest mistake. In that caliber of fight, he should have hired a better coach.
Well, I actually agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. I didn't think that they gave him the right instructions in his corner.
Right, totally.
For sure. But I did want to just get to, you're at 130 featherweight. I mean, you saying as long as they get on the scale the day before the weigh-in, if they make it at, the 129.9, you're good. No matter what they do.
With the heavyweights, though, it's heavyweights. Even as a youth heavyweight, they fight in different sizes. So I think it's more on Deontay Wilder experience. He don't got an amateur experience. So he never was going to beat Fury, even if Fury didn't cheat in that other fight. He never would have beat Fury, someone who grew up boxing and grew up in their tradition, their culture. People, they do a lot of street fighting. So they learned up drawing fighting the hard way, really like putting that weight on a person, doing things like compressing their lungs so they can't breathe. So while if people don't understand why he fatigued, watch, your chest got to expand. And if a person pressing it with their body, you can't breathe. So you start suffocating in there. There's dirty. It's not dirty. There's fighting tricks.
I don't think it's dirty. Yeah. I had a conversation on another podcast, and I think that you need to use all your, attributes, all your skills to your advantage. But at what point, I'm asking you guys again, because you still ain't answering my question.
No, for a heavyweight, it should never be a point because it's a heavyweight.
I'm not just talking about heavyweights, though. I said in general, in any division, what is considered too much weight? When do you become when does a person become a weight bully?
That's up to that's up to the coach, really, because he know the athlete. No, he really know the athlete, because for an athlete on some serious stuff at 130, most of these professionals gonna come in the ring 150 the night of the fight. So to be on fair playing ground, you better know how to cut your weight the right way. We got a nutritionist, we have a doctor. We do it the safe way. So it's really up to, it's not which weight is good enough. It depends on the athlete. Some athletes, because of their eating, can't do that. But fighters going to come in 15 to 20 pounds heavier of no matter what division they're in. Because that gives them
15 to 20 pounds?
Yeah, because most of them, the only way to keep 15 to 20 pounds down, you have to work out 3 times a day. Most people ain't disciplined like that, so they won't be able to do it. So that's why the A-level fighters have the advantage over, because of the work ethics that they put into it. And that's why they could drop that weight lower.
Yeah.
Now, the bigger guy, they got more power, or at least have a fair advantage where they won't leave with brain damage.
And Kid Austin, what do you think?
I can't speak on anybody else, but I say for me, probably like
10, about, because you're still young.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, 8 to 10. That's what we losing.
He's like, I ain't that young.
Is she talking about losing or gaining?
No, losing.
Oh, I thought we were talking about gaining.
No, because you're gonna gain it back. Losing
yeah, like I'm talking about gaining. I'm talking about what do you deem as a weight bully, like as your opponent. If you're fighting somebody and you have an opponent, and you come in the night of the fight and you've gained your 10 to 15 pounds, and you're looking over at a guy that's every bit 35 pounds.
I'm just saying he gonna be sluggish, so he can come in as heavy as he wants.
Right. So it don't matter. That's why I said size don't matter. The thing is, a seasoned coach would have made Deontay Wilder smaller and lighter so he could move more with Fury while stabbing in the chest to slow down Fury breathing and set up that straight right. But the strategist was wrong. That's where it came down to. I never would have moved him up because he's going to be bullied by this guy. They just had to show him how to use Fury weight against Fury. Like when Fury goes down, at certain angles you could do that could mess Fury's self up and make him have to pull his own body weight up, so it's making him fatigued. But he didn't have a seasoned coach. But they had the wrong game plan for him.
I say
size don't matter.
Oh, I was saying I say over, like, for anybody else, I say over like 20 something pounds, like 20 pounds maybe.
Because look at Tank. Tank dropped like 40 pounds to get in the fight. When we was in camp with him, he was about 170, 180.
We all stepped on that.
So it's like, yo, so what really is a bully thing? Because if we put a weight to it, like, what is really too far? He's like 40 that he dropped down and fight these guys.
Well, if he drops it and he makes the
scale, it's up to the athlete. It's up to them how much they could drop.
Coach, Wilder, do y'all think he should stick with Malik Scott and just, you know, work on things, or you think he need to still bring in somebody else?
I say he keep Malik Scott just to, you know, like, help him out and help him become a better coach. But bringing somebody that knows, you know, or like I should say, that had fighters on that big of a, you know, like, type of fight.
Right.
Like 2 coaches. Have a head coach, Malik, and somebody that
an assistant coach that know more than Malik Scott would know.
That's what I.
Do y'all think he do any road work? Because it seems like he get fatigued, man. I'm wondering if he doing any road work.
I just told you what was happening. What?
Wait.
I don't want to give away too many of the secrets, but compress the chest, it can't go up. If I'm leaning to get your chest pressing you, it's harder to breathe.
Right.
And while we fight, and after I do that, compress you again, you're not getting oxygen. So your muscles is getting fatigued. Right. Your breathing is getting off. Your adrenaline start going. Your body start acting up, and you try to ask yourself what the hell going on. And now he landed clean punches. It's all part of boxing. It's a science.
Right.
And, you know, a little bit of that weight being put on you gonna do it to you too, though.
For real.
Right. Yeah, that's the key.
But we can't use that excuse because he was kind of heavy in other fights.
He's saying it like it's his excuse. I'm just was using that as an example to get you guys to tell me, like, if you had an opponent, like, at what point would you be pissed off with this man coming in way overweight? That's what I'm trying to get at.
We know it's a fight. So we know when we go in there, we put our life on the line. So we know people could cheat. People going to come in heavy. You know, it's part of a fight. This is really a fight. This ain't no sport. These are gladiators because anybody could die in there. And I know they don't report how many people die in there. So it is what it is. But from us growing up in it, we know how many people die in it. So when we get in that ring, we don't care if they cheat, if they come heavier. I mean, even if, let me tell you this, even if a guy become this heavy, that neck ain't getting that heavy. You punch him in that throat right there. You start breaking that windpipe down and breaking his neck, and you see the changes, because this is all fair game. So it don't matter how big a person is.
You must be reading one of our fans' mind, because CJ says Fury was grabbing him by the neck as he was leaning on Wilder. Lots of subtle tricks.
Yeah.
All the science of boxing, but you got to go to the old school to see those tricks, how they went 20 rounds and 15 rounds, how they did it.
We was watching a Jack Johnson film where he's going 45 rounds.
45 rounds to fight.
Right.
Right now. I mean, look, Henry, all of our greats have over 100 knockouts. Guys now don't even have 100 fights. So we ain't even competing with this era. We creating our own era because this era can't compete with us. We want to bring it back how boxing was. You know, when people that made it to number one could fight the champion, no matter what organization they from. If we the champion, that they make it to number one, they deserve their fight. Not champion. I like boxing where you fighting for the glory and the legacy. How you feel about that?
I agree.
Now he done took over the show and he asking him questions. No, I love it. I mean, legacy versus money is a big question in this particular era. And you know, it's kind of disappointing as a boxing fan when we see like it leans so heavily towards the money aspects, and nobody wants the real glory anymore. You know, they're like, let me, you know, go ahead and get this coins, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you know, leave the boxing fans happy and have us thinking about your name in the history books, as well as, you know, telling different stories. I mean, to me, people are beating up on Wilder and they're saying Fury is the best ever. And to me, I'm like, without one or the other, we don't get a trilogy like we just saw. Like it took both of them men to get in the ring, you know, to have such a spectacular fight. So like, I'm just hoping that his generation does start thinking about their money, but also about the legacy they're gonna leave.
I mean, I feel like they don't know that when you chase a legacy, all that good stuff is gonna come with it.
That's right. The money come with it.
It's very true.
Floyd, I want to know, by the end of 2022, where do you see yourself?
I'm gonna have a yacht with a picture of me on it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you want a picture of him on it?
On the yacht.
Wow.
I will definitely have a world title, or I'll be in line for a world title.
Okay.
Millionaire, definitely. And happy still.
Always.
Happiness is the number one key to everything you just said.
That's right.
There's so many people that have millions and got yachts and stuff, and they miserable as hell. Trust me, I know firsthand. So, you know, always keep in mind, like, is this going to make me happy? I want to make money and I want to be happy. You know?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Proud of this guy.
You had another question?
I was going to say, do you have any more siblings, or is just you that's boxing?
I have a lot of siblings, but I'm the only boxer.
Oh, okay.
What you doing, senior?
I'm loving it. I'm building my kids a legacy. They're all going to do. All of them need their inheritance and things like that, generational wealth.
Right.
You know,
so I know all of them better be grateful. This wasn't easy.
Right.
You know your brothers and sisters appreciate you. So it's all.
Floyd, we got a comment. Somebody wanted to know if you're single. Alana Sampson. Are you single?
Yes, he's single. No, boxing is his girlfriend.
I was gonna say boxing. I always tell him
boxing is his girlfriend. But you know, right now he's trying to focus.
You know, ladies gotta wait.
Oh no! Sorry, ladies, you're gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
They don't know why these ladies just love boxers, boy. They just tried.
But why not? Why not? A man that protects them and also money, security, future security, generational wealth. Why not? It'd be crazy not to go after. And handsome. Oh,
I need some girls to really love boxing like I do. Like, come on. I need
we gotta make it classy. We gotta make y'all come out. When we finish doing it, like we gonna do it. People will come out to see the boxing, how it was, where it was an event and it was fun. And you got real fights with top people. So we bringing it back. Watch.
Oh no, I think she was talking about you.
What?
It's Floyd single, because usually people call me Kid, so she might be talking about you.
Nah, she said you, Floyd.
Oh, my dad, you know.
Yeah, we're talking about you, Kid Austin.
Yeah, told you. They talking about you. Crazy.
I don't know. Do we need to ask Senior too? I don't know. What did she say?
I'm focused. You know, trying to run his life with commercials, movies, boxing. I don't have time for nobody but paper.
Hey, Floyd, y'all done any work with them Charlos being down there in Texas?
Nah.
Nothing?
Oh,
okay.
Didn't one of them just get arrested?
Was it?
Yeah, well, I think they were.
That's Jamal?
Yeah, they were trying to they had this man's debit card and everything and didn't want to give it back and craziness. Like, I would have been mad too. Give me my stuff back. Like, this lady the waitress gonna be like, oh, I don't know what I did with your card. Yeah, right. You don't know what you did with my card, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Floyd, in another year or two, who you see as your being a super fight with you in a year or so?
Devin Haney. Stop
That
playing.
ain't no super
No,
fight.
but we've been calling out Devin.
Hold
We're going to
on.
fight
They
Devin.
finna cancel
catch
Devin
weight.
before he can even get a fight.
Devin ain't trying to take no fight with nobody.
So he ain't gonna take no fight with me. I already know
But
that.
it's an exhibition. It ain't going on your
I don't
record.
want no exhibition.
We give you $1 million, Devin.
I don't want no exhibition. He want a real fight.
If he still got that belt, I want the belt. Like I don't.
WBC, you like that green? You like that green belt, huh?
He 140.
Okay.
He ain't going up to 140 for a minute.
I mean, I think it's Michael Williams Jr. He's another one that got into it with Haney. Yeah.
Oh.
No, with Haney. I mean, like this, just trying to have a fight like that. Like they were like they could beat him too.
Floyd, do you see yourself winning belts in different? How many weight classes you see yourself going up into?
I say from 130 to like 154.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
wow.
I'm
multi-division champion on the way here.
His mother is 6'1".
What?
270 pounds. So he had plenty of room to grow. He's still growing.
I'm growing I'm growing an inch almost like every other week. Like right now, like I say about.
Wait, how old are you? How old are you?
I just turned 19.
How tall are you, Floyd?
I'm like 5'9.5" right now.
Wow.
Like at 130.
Like
power.
3 weeks ago, I was like 5'7.5", 5'8".
Wow.
Oh, you having serious growing pains for real.
How tall, Pops? How tall are you?
I'm 5'4". I'm short.
5'4"?
Short man complex.
5'4.5".
So I don't got his height.
Nah, he taller than me.
Okay. All right.
All right. So what do you guys what do you guys not agree on? What do you guys argue about?
We argue like any other father's son.
I think what we mostly
TV shows, online too much, get off that game. You know, he's still a teenager at the end of the day.
We probably have more fights though when it comes to debating about boxing though.
Yeah, because he think he know though. He act like I didn't teach
like,
him.
We'll study a fight and we disagree on something. We start getting loud because like, no, you wrong.
And I always prove him wrong though. That's the good thing.
There be sometimes I be getting you
once in a blue moon.
Okay.
So it's just a normal father and son thing. We came from homeless. We still grinding every day. We haven't reached 1 million yet. And after that, we haven't reached 1 billion. So we still grinding. And he don't tell people. He do a lot of stuff for homeless people. Like he did a Mother's Day dinner with the Salvation Army. And now he's about to do another thing. So he like helping homeless people.
I love that. I love that humanitarian spirit.
Yeah,
you know, that takes you a long way in being happy.
Yeah.
If you're in the car with me and we see a homeless person, you're gonna be mad because you're gonna give them some money. But no, like I was saying, you can't debate with him or disagree with him. He will like chew you up until he proves himself right. Like I think that's probably one of my favorite things. Well, to watch when he does.
Oh, you like to get him amped up, and then you start laughing when he gets mad.
Watch.
It's a strategy, y'all. It's a strategy. When people mad, they say things, and then you can just sit there and get the information you need. I just told you I trick, but anyway, so that's why it happens.
Do you listen
to who? Yeah, like
when you guys are debating, do you listen to the other person's?
Yeah,
you know, do you listen to your son's?
Yeah, sometimes he be right. And I tell him because he's getting older. I think as a parent,
he tell me like 2 days after. Okay, Floyd.
But I tell you, I let him brew in it.
That's a long time to like hold on to. Like, oh, okay, well, I think you were kind of right on that.
He's a Virgo, so he sits in his head the whole.
Oh
time.
yeah.
I gotta let him sit in his head and try to figure out process what just happened. So after 2 days, I could come say, "Yo, you right," because by that time he figured he was right. So that's why.
What's your sign then? Well, what sign are you then?
Wait. Oh, I was trying to have.
I'm Leo. So you know I'm straight up fire sign. We get direct to the point.
He's a lion, so he gonna always be trying to be dominant.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's what you need as far as being a father. I think that's what it takes to really grow kids up the right way. You gotta be stern.
As far as being a coach and a father of a boxer, you need to be that way too. Because this business, when you get on that side of the business, is not like people think it is. It look rosy, and I'm not saying nothing on it, but you better be on top of your business and you just amplify the streets 10 times because it's 10 times that money. And these guys are a lot sharper in their heads and smarter, and they don't come at you with weapons like the street. They come at you with paperwork and suits. But it's sharks out there. So, you know, you got to have a fearless spirit if you want to be in this business. You can't be scared to tell people no.
Right. Hey, Floyd, I know you look at a lot of old fights with your dad. Is there any fight that stick out, man, that you really, you know, enjoy looking at out of them old? All of them? Okay.
I say Marvin Hagler and Hearns.
I was just getting ready to say Hagler, man. You read my mind.
That was a great fight.
Him and Hearns, right?
For some reason, I like watching Bo and Galata because Bo was, it is a funny fight, but Bo really came out of shape that first fight. Like,
Galata.
Galata was tripping. I don't know what is wrong with him, but he was just
he did 2 fights in a row, man. 2 fights in a row. He did the same thing.
And every single fight that I have right before I go and I watch Arturo Gatti Mayweather.
Oh, man.
It's a good fight and it gets me in that zone.
And I know his first pro fight, Mayweather got on the phone with him on FaceTime and told him to do his thing on his very first pro fight. So he was souped up.
Anyway. I went in that ring. Ain't no one was gonna beat me that day.
So he watched every time.
That was pretty cool. That's amazing. And you know, that's something to remember for sure.
Yeah. Thank you, Curtis and Tommy.
You know what I was gonna ask? I was gonna ask, like, what is your together? What are y'all favorite father-son teams in boxing? Like, is there somebody that y'all are like, I like their vibe, I like how they work together?
He likes Sean Porter and
Kenny Porter.
Yeah, they tight. Yeah, they tight.
None of their family stuff on no media. You haven't seen Sean on no scandalous stuff on no media. They think the way they had to do it, make their money, invest, and got a true father-son relationship.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do got some more comments. It's Karen Day, and she says Floyd is handsome, Sakura A. and his dad.
And his dad.
Oh shoot, she said and his dad.
Oh, dad too.
Oh boy.
There you go, Pops.
They coming out of woodworks. They like, wow, who got somebody? How do you handle that? How do you handle that, Austin? Kid Austin, how do you handle all this?
Wait till the big money comes.
Yeah, like they already trying to get at them. I mean, how do you talk these women down and you be like, nah, I'm married to boxing? Like, what do you do?
Because I know I'm happy at home. I got my family. And some stuff to keep me busy.
Okay, well, you still kind of like, you know, that question. Do you give them your number or not? Stop playing games with me.
I can't be giving them my number.
They don't, you know, it's Instagram. People could contact
DM it. Yes.
Right. So there's no way to stop anybody from reaching out. His Instagram is kid_Austin1. And you know, it is what it is. I mean,
the dad just gave the women the DM. You saw that?
I was listening and say the same thing. He just
because Instagram follows is Instagram follows. What we doing this thing for?
Well, I'm old school. If we talking, I need the phone number. I'm not about to be doing no DM with everybody else.
Well, y'all gonna have my phone number anyway because y'all set up this meeting, so y'all be able to get in contact with us anyway.
Hey, we appreciate it.
Okay, we appreciate that. Yeah, y'all are pretty fun.
So, Floyd, when you ain't fighting, what you like to do, man? Your time off?
Oh, my brother.
Video game. That's what we do. Video game and box.
Y'all know.
Teenager.
Oh, no wonder him and Jaleel are friends because that's what Jaleel said he like to do. Play gaming.
Because they can't eat nothing. They on strict diets.
I guess you're right.
And they got to train 3 times a day. So all they have time for is to lay on the couch and turn on the game. And then they can talk to friends online.
Hey, Floyd, maybe you can get in one of them new boxing games coming out, man.
Oh, I want to have my own.
You want to have your own? Okay.
Oh, okay. Do it, then.
But if you had to get on one, what's the one that you said?
Esports.
Esports is the one that's got everybody on it now.
Esports boxing.
Yeah.
They done with fight night. I want to get in
they could do a new fight night.
I'm trying to get in like Call of Duty or something like crazy.
Oh yeah. You want some war? You want to do some warring?
War.
Yeah,
That's
warring.
great. That
Tell us about food. Like what kind of discipline does it take, and what would your what do you get to eat for dinner at least? Like what's your dinner?
Well, the discipline is very hard. You know, boxers still struggle. You know, sometimes with that.
what's your dinner?
Like my dinner. Like, what do you mean? Like
Like
today?
what did you eat?
Yeah, what did you get to eat?
Brussels sprouts and sausage.
Vegan sausage.
Vegan sausage, yeah.
Vegan.
I mean, it don't sound that bad. I like Brussels sprouts.
What about the night after the fight? The next day, what you having?
He starts smiling.
Oh yeah, he like, now you're talking.
Everything.
For this fight, after the weigh-in, I plan on there's this veggie burger spot that Rick.
That's gonna be snack.
No, that's like right after I step off the scale. They better have it here. And then,
I like veggie burgers myself, even though I love a real
appetizer. He coming with the rest.
Oh, and then yeah, because that's probably gonna be lunch, and then for dinner, I'm probably gonna have pasta because he makes me eat pasta with the carbs. And then the next day, before the fight, I usually eat healthy and light.
Like what?
Yeah.
The next day.
No, like I still I have
a
a heavy breakfast, a medium lunch, and a light dinner. And then after the fight, you know, I got my little buddy to take me out to eat.
Oh, okay.
Yummy.
That fight, Floyd, how can people see it? Will it be televised, your next fight?
Get some tickets.
Yeah, because we trying to the next fight gonna be on. I don't know if I could say the network yet. But he has 6 fights next year on the television network.
All right. Wow. Maybe we can get to one of those. Boxing Playhouse would love to be in the house.
Well, come on, y'all get your media pass and come on.
Yeah, definitely. 6 of them. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I mean, most people don't have 6 fights lined up.
We did 8 this year, and we're gonna have two titles off the 8 we did, and this is pro debut year.
Wow.
So,
yeah, that's hustling. That's grinding. That's like on the grind for real.
Canelo who?
I love it. I love it. I'll be glad when I get to say that one day.
We love Canelo. We ain't playing.
Oh yeah.
Canelo. We look up to Canelo.
Yeah, Canelo's in my. Okay, my top 5 is Sugar Ray Robinson, Willie Pep, Shakur Stevenson, Canelo.
Who's the 5th one?
Tank.
Tank is the 5th one?
Yeah, like.
See, I was rocking with you to that 5th one.
No, I'm just saying out of this time.
I just knew he was gonna say Duran.
He said Duran.
No, you didn't just say out of this time because you mixed Sugar Ray Robinson and.
Oh, he said
no,
Duran.
I'm adding somebody.
Who was number 4, guys?
This time.
Yeah, like that's just my quick.
So you're gonna pick Tank over Teofimo Lopez?
Oh, definitely.
You crazy as all hell.
See, this is what I mean.
Listen, no, see, I ain't gonna crap on it. But Lopez is 16 fights, is undisputed champion, no matter what nobody say. The WBC say that's a real title. He's in 16 fights.
Hold on. Let me get y'all opinion.
Wait, we didn't even hear what number 4. Yeah, we didn't hear what your number 4 was.
Canelo.
Oh, Canelo was your number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
okay. I mean, I wouldn't put Tank nor Tio in that top 5 of. I mean, we're talking all time.
He said of this time. The 5th one got to be of this time.
Oh, he wanted the 5th one to be of this time.
Yeah.
I thought that's what Shakur Stevenson was.
He picked Shakur as his fight?
Number 2.
No,
you said number 3. Number 3 was Shakur.
He can't go as 5.
Yeah, you gotta have a whole nother list. You gotta have, a top 5 for all times. Then you can have like the current fighters.
Oh, if you don't have 5 fighters of this time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I couldn't. Well, it's only
now. Tell me who was really working like that except Lopez. Lopez is the only one working out there like that.
Crawford.
Yeah, Crawford. But they're not giving Crawford no fights. Crawford is our guy. We never met him, but he can fight his ass off.
Yeah, I love Crawford.
So he should have made the 5th one then.
You're right.
If anybody, because he became undisputed.
That was my
bad. He's undisputed at 140, and he has the WBO belt right now. I'm glad he's about to fight Sean Porter at least. I mean, I'm really anticipating that fight. He gonna give it to him,
I don't believe so.
Yeah.
Oh, the only reason I said I don't.
Oh, he said I don't believe so.
They friends.
Man, they gotta make it action
They
packed.
friends. They friends.
Yeah, they friends, but they gotta make it happen now.
But they're not gonna go in there to kill each other. Because they like, they friends. His friend is helping him in because none of the other people want to fight him. So let me let you in because we got that bond. My dad used to be your coach, used to take you traveling internationally. So they got a bond. So they're not going to go in there and kill each other like two strangers that was eating, scrapping out there to eat. It's a whole different ball game. So I think
so you're saying we're not going to see the Sean Porter that we saw against Spence. We're not going to see that.
No, I don't think y'all going to see the Terrence Crawford that Crawford could be, because he's not going to knock Sean out the way he could, being that, their bond. So I think he'll
Are you saying he's not going to use the killer instinct on him?
Right. I think he'll win, but he ain't going to try. It might go to decision. He ain't going to try to knock Sean out or really hurt Sean that bad. And if he sees Sean hurt, I bet you he back off a little bit. I'd be shocked if he go out and knock.
I don't know if Austin got a killer instinct or not. That's what I want to know.
Hey, like I say, me and Shakur, we that's like a brother figure to me. But at the end of the day, business is business, and if I gotta knock you out to get the belt, that's
how you call out Shakur?
Because I'm saying because that's the only friend I got in this industry.
So you said if I had to fight my friend to get that belt,
we could be cool after if you still want to be cool.
But Shakur moving up.
That's what I'm saying.
I said that would make
but I wouldn't go target him necessarily. Okay, I want to fight you right now. He would have to be the very last person for me to fight.
If y'all unifying the belts or something.
Yeah, if we have to fight, then so be it.
Okay. Hey, what do y'all think about that kid Boots Ennis out of Philly?
He nice.
He nice?
He nice.
To who? Who you compare him to when you say nice? Now, my perspective is on the coach's perspective. His perspective will always be on the box.
Okay, let me answer your question.
Okay.
I think he nice compared to other fighters out here.
Like who? In that weight division.
In that weight division, I think he'll beat Ugas probably.
So who won't he beat?
I think either Crawford.
Crawford. But I like it.
I think he'll beat Errol Spence too, to be honest.
Wow. What?
Yeah, you don't think so?
What y'all think? I'm putting
he's a switch hitter.
I think he's good, Coach. I think he can beat those guys. I've been saying it a year or two ago.
Okay. So only time will tell.
Yeah, Boots Ennis.
Yeah.
I think Boots is good.
I think we need to see him against some stiffer competition before we can really,
I don't think that right now he will beat Earl Spence because of that level. It's still a level he didn't get on yet. Ugas, I don't think he will beat Ugas at this level right now yet, because Ugas is the same one who beat Sean Porter, right?
Yeah.
And beat Manny Pacquiao, the living legend. Right?
And that was some cheating stuff.
So wait, hold up. I'm just saying we can't discredit this man that he's going to be a walkover. That would be a good fight, though. If Ugas go after him, that would be a good fight.
What about him and Keith Thurman?
Keith is washed up. Keith got married.
He would probably drag
it all that. Keith ain't even a fighter no more. He just next right now. He's not focused in it no more like that. He's rich already. He's rich and he's overseas with that money. So that money stretch out a lot more. So he's straight.
Wow.
Well, he actually lives right here in St. Pete where we live.
He got a nice condo.
He married that lady overseas. So I know they tucking that money. They
they live downtown here though. But she's from Nepal.
Right. So they're not
very nice lady.
Money in these American banks too much.
Pretty kid, got the newborn baby, so pretty, so cute.
So have you been seeing him jogging and focusing and working?
I haven't, but we haven't been to the gym in a while, so I don't know what.
He's not there right now.
We'll see Saturday because they got some fights that they're hosting down at that gym. So
all the time focused with them kids, like every dad's supposed to be, especially a dad that's a millionaire. That was the reason he was grinding. So when he had kids, he could chill. So I think his focus is more on his little kids than on boxing, and he's not going to be willing to die in that ring, knowing he's not going to see those kids again. So he would give up before he died in that ring, where when he was fighting for those titles, he would have died in that ring when he was broke. So
you feel like that's like what happens to everybody that has kids? You think that's what happens to everyone that has boxers that have kids?
No.
I think Because you see a lot of young dudes. Like, I feel like the young dudes, it would motivate them. But then the older ones, that already did what they need to do or either feel like they need to get out, like, they wouldn't be in it as much.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, like the desire to be great is gone now, and now it's like we're just gonna try to finish with as much money as we can before we retire, kind of situation.
Yeah. But as a young person, you like, I don't really got nothing to give to this baby. Like, I ain't make it. So, well, depending on who the person is, I can't say everybody. There's just some messed up dads out there.
We got CJ. He says, would the young fella want to fight Leo Santa Cruz?
Oh yeah, I might make him retire. Nah, but I like Leo, but I would fight Leo.
God.
Leo,
Yeah, it's hard not to
Leo,
like Leo. Leo is just like the ultimate nice guy. It's hard not to
Leo
like
is a beautiful person and a beautiful boxer, but Leo is not going to take punches from Kid Austin. He ain't going to be able to take it. People that feel his punches quit in the ring.
Just call me Kid Austin.
Yeah,
I feel weird.
Sure. I know, and that's the truth. So I think Leo will be a good fight, but he's too wide open. Floyd is too sharp for him. His arms is too flared out. We'll eat him up. And
Floyd, what about retiring Gamboa? He's been passed around. Would you retire him?
I feel bad for Gamboa. They beating up on that man. I wouldn't even do that to him.
Yeah, he collected for his kids. I respect his grind, but nah.
But I guarantee I would probably put him out faster than Tank would.
Than Tank did.
Now I know y'all saying this kid is bugging. He fight 130. He's spar people. His spar partners is 170 that he's knocking out. And that's his spar partners. Like, because I can't get nobody 130, 140, 150 to spar him. And he spar with 18-ounce gloves on and things like that. So I'm telling you, the power is real. So Leo wouldn't make it.
Now, I was sparring like a couple days before my fight, and I'm talking about I'm drained. I still slept somebody. He was like every bit of like 165, 170.
Wow.
And I mean, like I think that was my first time. Like usually when I stop people, they usually have like, just a fractured nose or a fractured jaw, or like just bleeding a lot. But this was like my first time putting somebody to sleep. I was like, oh shoot, is he dead?
See what he get excited from?
No, I wasn't.
No, when he get in that ring, his mindset is totally different than everybody else's mindset. This is like a game to him. He's loving breaking the person down because that's
I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. So my dad, he was getting frustrated with me because I'm like kind of sluggish, but he still want me to perform a little better. So I get mad. So I look right at him. I'm like, okay. And 5 seconds later, I throw it a simple 1-2, and he like drops to the ground, and I just look back. And then like 10 seconds later, I realized like I'm feeling kind of bad. Like my leg is shaking. I'm wanting him to get up. I'm like, did I kill him? And then he got up. And then, my dad couldn't say nothing after that.
Wow.
He's like, oh, okay. I know how to get him to move now.
Let me not piss him off. I don't want nobody to die in that ring.
Right. Yeah, like if you had to, you at least know what buttons to push. So
right. If he had to dig in, me as a coach, and listen, I feel everybody that stepped in that ring should get respect, and we respect everybody. And I believe if people scary, they shouldn't be boxers. They shouldn't be gladiators. I think it's a goal. You should have a personal goal to want to be the best and fight the best. So, Floyd, man, y'all gonna see something.
I can't wait.
For real, stay tuned in because he got so much growing still to do. Like he's still a baby. Mm-hmm. He's not even close to grown man yet. You are.
Not on.
Like I want to see him get tested. Like I took him to the champions to see him get tested. He's not getting tested. I want to see somebody like I seen in an amateur some things, but I want to see this version. Like what come out if somebody stun him or something because he take punches like
I've been stunned before. Ain't nothing new.
Right. It's like you won't know. Anyway, go ahead. I'm rambling.
Well, guys, it's been a pleasure. We definitely want to have you two back on at some point. Maybe after that win next weekend. That might be good. But we definitely would like to see you guys live in a boxing on a boxing card because it's always much fun to see, like, you know, a prospect that we know flourishing and seeing it firsthand is like amazing. Then when you get on the big stage, it's like even more enjoyable for real fans. So we appreciate your time tonight.
We appreciate
you guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Floyd. Pops.
Thank you. All right, y'all have a good one. And I'm gonna text y'all my number. Amy gonna give y'all my number.
Okay.
Okay, that sounds great.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for your time tonight. Please, everybody, go over to Kid Austin.
Kid Austin.
What is it?
Right.
At Kid
__ Austin 1. That's
okay.
interesting.
Hey, good luck next week, Floyd.
Thank you, sir. And thank you guys for everything.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
We appreciate you.
And of course, Boxing Playhouse. You can find us at Boxing Playhouse, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, IG, TikTok. And of course, we have our website, www.boxingplayhouse.com. And this show is brought to you by Fire Fist Boxing Promotions. They'll be having their October 16th show this Saturday night. And it's going to be amazing over in Clearwater with my man Imran.
Wow.
Imran Habada, Simona Sapa, the female pro debuter. And then, of course, we have as a main event, well, Reynard is on there too, but of course, it's the main event. We have Joseph Fernandez.
Definitely.
We're going to have Joseph's past interview with us coming up in the next hour, so you can see what you have in store. To see if you are able to come to the Clearwater location, the banquet hall, and that's Fire Fist Promotions. Go to their page to get your tickets and to find out more information about who else is on that card.
Don't miss it.
And then tomorrow, definitely check in with us because we do have a amazing interview. It's more like an expose, and it's my continuation on a con artist. And I'll have the help of Lisa McClellan, as well as one of his victims all the way from the UK coming on to tell her hard story of how this man abused and took advantage of her. And that's only on Boxing Playhouse. See you tomorrow. Peace.
Welcome to the house, the one they talking about. Word of mouth. The Boxing Playhouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.